Anyway, right, so tonight we're here to talk about how to close more people in Messenger. Now, for those of you who are joining us this evening who are looking for a magic pill or a secret line, okay, I keep saying this every week, all right? There is no secret word or combination of words that will make someone buy your products or services or join your business or close them. That's the same thing. So when I say closing people inside of Messenger, that's the kind of fancy schmancy term for they've agreed to buy some product or subscribe to my services or join the business. It's kind of the same thing, okay? And there is no secret line or weapon in order to do that, okay? And you know, the true answer to how do you close more people is actually really obvious, and it's the answer that most people don't want. But that is, you've got to get more conversations going inside of Messenger to be able to close more people. But here's the good news, okay? The real secret is when you are engaging in a private message with another person. How do you do it in such a way that most of them are going to want to talk to you? How are you going to do it in such a way that you are not sending unsolicited messages? How are you doing it in such a way that you're not going to piss people off and alienate them? How are you going to do it in such a way that they're not going to block you, ignore you, or report you to Facebook? Okay, these are all the things that you have to master. You have to master how to not annoy people inside of Facebook Messenger and to get them to want to reply to you so that you can get into a conversation and so they can see more of your content. That's the real weapon. If you can master that, which I'm going to teach you how to do tonight, you'll explode your business and you will close more people. And for those of you who are taking notes, I want you to write this down. Write this down. It's really important, okay? You don't need to be talking about your business, products, or services to get more customers and distributors, okay? Some people think that they need to direct message people and talk about their products and services and business in order to get them to join. If you are selling makeup, you don't need to talk about makeup to someone to get them to buy your product. You just need to get them to build rapport, trust you, like you, and take an interest in what you do, okay? Because that way you can kind of get them in front of your products and your presentation through your marketing. So stop trying to figure out how to talk about your products and services to turn people on, because it doesn't work, okay? You've got to get good at constructing messages and understanding the science of how to send and receive messages so that people want to talk to you and they want to see more of your content. That's the trick, so that you're not annoying them, okay? Really, really important. And that I'm going to show you how to be a world-class message sender this evening. So here's the thing. If you have team members who are struggling, if you have team members who think that sending out cloned messages every day to people, or there's people in your company doing that, or there's people right now who literally don't know how to connect with new people every day, you need to have every single one of them on this training. Because those people who are not at the live training and who aren't invested probably won't do it. All right? That's the reality. You want to be at the live training. All right? Dead easy. Ian, good to see you. Danielle, thank you. Talk to them like you would your friends. Yeah, that's in part. Yeah, in part. But, you know, the understanding the science of a message. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is this idea of sending an unsolicited message. So the first thing that you've got to understand is what is an unsolicited message. Now, an unsolicited message is a message that someone wouldn't want to get. Okay? Now, Facebook, if you actually pay attention, it only encourages you to send information to people who would want to receive it. Okay? So, if you need to define what an unsolicited message is, I want each and every one of you as individuals to think about the type of message you'd want to receive and the type of message you wouldn't, okay? The type of message that you wouldn't want to receive is unsolicited, and the type of message that you would is okay. That's the best way to understand the parameters of an unsolicited message. It's giving people information that they would want to see. So when it comes to sending someone a message, There's things that some people will go, okay, yeah, good. And then there's things that people are like, oh my God, no, don't send me that. Okay. Now, it's the same for everybody. I know all of you who are on this training tonight, okay, the types of messages that you would all want to receive and the types of messages that you wouldn't want to receive are probably going to be the same. So why are we still sending messages to people that we wouldn't want to receive ourselves? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people would send a message to someone that they wouldn't want to receive themselves. I do not get it. I don't understand. I can't comprehend it in my brain. Okay? I can't. But anyway. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some parameters. I'm going to give you a clearly defined set of rules on messaging people. And if you stay within those parameters, you are going to find that you are having more positive conversations with people. I'm not necessarily saying talking about your products. You're going to be having better conversations. You're going to be speaking to new people every week with whom you are not yet doing business with, who are going to want to talk to you and they're going to want to look at your content. Okay? Is that fair enough? If I can facilitate you to do that, then you're going to close more, you'll have better conversations, and just by having better conversations with people, you're going to feel good, okay? There is no proof in this world, okay? There's no proof in this world that, in fact, no, I'm going to reword this. There is proof in this world that just by connecting with a new person that you've never connected with before and having a nice conversation on Facebook, that is enough to make you feel better and motivate you. 200! Excellent! Whoop whoop! Right, let's see if we can smash past that. Oh, look at that, 199. Come on, get back. There you go, very good, okay? So that's what I want you to focus on this evening. All right? It's absolute key that we keep within these parameters that I'm going to set you this evening. That's really, really important, okay? So, right, while you guys are trying to get it past 200, which you should be able to do because we're all working as a team here, okay? If you haven't hosted a watch party yet, do that. And if you haven't shared it, go ahead and send it to loads of people in Messenger because they're still going to be able to jump back on and catch all the meaty stuff, which I'm coming to now. Right, okay, so when it comes to sending a message, you've got incoming and outgoing traffic. There's only two. When it comes to direct messaging, you've got incoming traffic, okay, and outgoing traffic, okay? Dead easy to remember. So, I always do this every week. So, you've got incoming. So, incoming traffic and outgoing, okay? Now, it's really, really simple. Incoming is where people have reached out to you. That's where people have connected with you, okay? That's where people have come to you for a conversation, okay? And then you've got outgoing, which is where you go to them, all right? So, incoming is where people have, they've commented on your post and they've given you an indication that they would like a conversation, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean somebody has messaged you directly. They could have responded to a piece of your content marketing, in which case you are sending them a message as a result of that interaction. Outgoing, again, is where you have made the first move. So incoming, they've made the first move. Outgoing, you've made the first move, okay? So does that make sense? Now, these are the two parameters. So the first thing that you've got to assess before you send somebody a message, ask yourself, is this incoming traffic? Has this person firstly replied or responded to me? Okay? Or am I replying and responding to this person for the first time? Now, here's the magic. In both instances, okay, both outgoing and incoming messages should relate to post content. Okay? Any incoming message that you get or any outgoing message you send should relate to post content. Because if it does, then you generally eliminate the problem of the message being unsolicited, because it hasn't come out of the blue. It's been in relation to some post or content that you've created, or it's an outgoing message that you send to somebody in relation to something they've posted. So that automatically eliminates the message being unsolicited, because there is a connection, there is a rapport, there is some form of relationship. Okay? You've already kind of engaged with them, or they've engaged with you. That's going to help to get rid of the, oh, it's out of the blue. Where's this person come from? Okay? So it doesn't mean it's completely unsolicited. It means if you are messaging someone or they're messaging you in relation to this, it's going to make it easier. Now let me elaborate. Okay? You've got two choices. You can create a post or content that people reply to. Okay? You can create a post or content that people reply to. Okay? So that's incoming. So when you create content that people reply to, that means they give a meaningful response in the comments thread to the content you've created. You now are in a position to ask them, can I PM you? Can I send you a message? And in all instances, they will say yes, most of the time. Which means the message that you send will not be unsolicited. It will be logical, okay? They have replied to a post. You have said, thank you for replying. Could I drop you a PM? They're mostly going to say yes. So, incoming, taken care of. You can send messages that are not unsolicited, okay? Incoming, that makes sense. Now, secondly, your second option, and this is the hard. Both of these things are tough, because in this relationship, you've got to create a really good piece of content, and that can be hard, okay? Now, in this relationship, the difficulty level is different, because you don't have to create content, but you are messaging someone that hasn't really shown an interest in your content. So again, both are easy in a way and both are hard in a way. So with this one, you're not creating content, you are identifying it. So you're going into a group, and rather than creating the content yourself, you're curating the content. That means you are locating other people's content, and just like with the people who replied to you, you are commenting or replying to somebody else's post. Hey, just seen your post, okay, in the horse riding group. It was really inspiring, whatever, okay? But we're going to get to that in a minute. So, with this, you go into groups, you identify a post you like it, reply to it, say something nice, identify the person, like their profile picture, send them a friend request, so your message doesn't go into their spam. You can now send them an outgoing message. Hey Steve, I noticed your post in the XYZ group. It was really inspirational, loved it so much, I can completely relate to it. Hopefully you can have a look at some of my content, okay? Hopefully you'll be inspired by some of my content. Now, in both instances, okay, you're not sending information that people wouldn't want to see. Because if you message somebody because you've identified content and posts that they've created which you like, and you connect with them the right way and thank them and compliment them, that is information they would want to receive, not unsolicited. They are going to thank you. Hopefully you can create a conversation and you're going to start popping up in their newsfeed. Okay? So the beauty of this one is it's a great way to get customers quickly, because you can create market research posts for your products and services and get people replying to that. Ask them for permission to message them. They're going to say yes. So you can, say, well, thank you for replying to my content. Tell me what your problem is. I'll see if I can help you. They are going to want to receive that message. Out here, this is really good for building new contacts and new followers to see your content. So in this area, you don't want to start messaging people straight away about your products and services. That's going to be unsolicited. They don't want to see that. They've not asked for it. Unsolicited. But they are going to want to see you feeding their ego on the amazing posts that they've created. All right? Does this make sense? That's really, really important. Okay? It's really important that it makes sense. Okay? So here's the trick. So I'm going to make this a little bit easier. So if it's incoming or outgoing, okay? So in both instances, okay, there is a reply to content. In both instances. Okay? But here's the difference. Here's the difference, all right? When it's incoming, you are going to ask for permission to message. Okay? Once they've given you permission, once you've got permission, thank them in the message and find out how I can help. And they're going to tell you what the problem is so that you can start talking about your products and services. Okay? So that's incoming. So you create the post, they reply to your content, yes, that's me, or I need help, or blah, 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 blah. Okay? Do I have permission to message you? Sure. In the message, hey, look, thank you for replying to my content. How can I help? Not unsolicited. They want to see it. Over here, with outgoing, you have replied to content. You have replied to content. Okay? You have, once you've done that, you've sent a friend ad. You've liked their profile picture. And here's the beauty. Then you can send them a message thanking them. Thanks for your post. Just try it. Just go and identify 5 pieces of content you like in a group. Yeah? Reply to the comment, add them, like their profile picture, and send them a simple thank you message. Telling them why you really liked it. They're going to want to see it. So in both cases, nothing is unsolicited. Okay? In both cases, you're going to get people responding to you. In both cases, okay? You're not going to get blocked by Facebook. You're not going to get ignored too much. Okay? In both cases, okay, you're going to start appearing more in people's newsfeed. Okay? In both cases. Okay? So, moving forward now, whenever you send somebody a message, before you send them a message, you want to ask yourself, am I within these parameters? Is there an incoming or outgoing situation? Okay? And whether it's incoming or whether it's outgoing, have I been through the process that affords you the luxury of being able to send that person a message? Yeah? Now, by the way, just so you know, for those of you who've joined us late or you're catching up, if you haven't shared yet, there is a share button that you can push. Send this training to whoever's on your team. They're going to love it. And also, if you haven't hosted a watch party yet, you can still go ahead, push the watch party button. And what will happen is your friends and followers who would really love this and really benefit from it will be able to watch it and go back to the beginning. And you know, you're going to be doing them a massive favor. So if you have actually done a watch party, could you do me a favor? And could you just hashtag watch party? So if you go ahead and press the watch party button now, go ahead, hashtag it so I know, and then I can kind of go back and see, okay? So does this make sense? Yeah? Cool, excellent. So just again, just to help. So incoming, outgoing. In terms of constructing, if it's incoming, thank them. You know, how can I help? Yeah? Identify their problem. Okay? Then give them some evidence. Yeah? So, thank you for the message. Sorry to hear you're having that spot of bother. So how can I help you with whatever problem you're responding to? Get the problem, then give them some evidence, yeah? So you can say, well, look, we can help you with that because we do X, Y, Z, okay? Then 5, solution. Yeah? Would you be open just to taking a look at our range, or would you be open to just taking a look at our services? Thank you, how can I help? Tell me the problem, what's going on. Sure, I can help you with that. We do have a solution. Is it okay if I send it you to have a look at? Do you want to jump on the phone or do you want to jump on a Zoom? Okay, really, really good with incoming. If it's outgoing, again, thank them. Thank them for their comment. Tell them why. Tell them why you liked it, okay? And then 3, once you've told them why you like it, what I want you to do, and this is really, really important, okay? Tell them that you look forward to more of their content, yeah? Thank them, tell them why. Love that post, this is why I loved it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your stuff pop up in my feed. Yeah? Then point back to you. Yeah? Don't start with you, finish with you. Feel free to check out some of my content, you might like it. And they're more likely to because they know that you've got something in common. Alright? And that's going to work an absolute treat. Stay within those parameters. If you do, I promise, you know, you're going to make 20 to 30 new connections every week. Alright? So just as a refresh, before you send the message, determine, is it incoming? Is it outgoing? Is it in relation to content I created? Is it in relation to content somebody else has created? Okay? Incoming, outgoing, replying. It's all about replying to content. Has there been a reply to content? Okay? Get permission. Is it okay? Thank you for replying. Get permission. Thank them. How can I help you? Okay? If it's outgoing, you're replying to their content. Add them as a friend, like the profile picture. Thank them for their post. You're going to go into their newsfeed. Okay? And we know in these scenarios, incoming, is going to help you get more business. Outgoing is going to help you get more followers. Okay? So you can actually kill two birds with one stone. Yeah? So that, guys, if you stick to that, you are going to have better quality conversations. And that's what it's about. Okay? Better quality. Let's do this back. Okay? Better quality conversations. And if you can have better quality conversations, you will close more people. Okay? That's the whole magic of this thing. Thank you, Janine. I really, really appreciate that. Okay? So I want you to stop worrying. You've got to have great posture. You do not need to be an expert in your products and services and your business and all these kind of things in order to get someone to join. You don't have to talk about your products and business to excess in order to sell and get people to join, because people don't want to hear that stuff. Yeah? There's too many amateurs out there, because they're being taught by their companies that everybody uses and everybody needs what we have. Now they say that, all companies say that, don't they? Everybody needs and everybody uses. Yeah? Everybody needs the products you offer. So the problem is, new distributors and some distributors who are less experienced go out there actually believing that everybody does want what they have. So they think it's okay to send them a direct message out of the blue, completely unsolicited, because they're taught that everybody needs, everybody wants. And that's not the case. Okay? Everybody may use your products and services. Okay? But they may not want and need them at the time. When you directly message somebody unsolicited about your business products or services, you rob them of choice. And that is what people hate. When you message someone and it dumps in their inbox and it's about your business products or services, you rob them of the choice to receive that information. And that to them is unforgivable. We live in a very intolerant world, and people will report you, they'll block you, and they will do awful things just because you've made them feel like shit. Okay? By sending them an unsolicited message about your products and so you rob them of choice. My way, you're not robbing people of choice. Okay? You're not robbing people of choice. Because what you are sending, they're going to kind of want to receive. But by sending someone information about your company, you are taking away their choice, okay, to receive that information they don't want. And it's really, really important. You've got no idea how much contempt someone will have for you and your company by sending them an unsolicited message. We live in an incredibly angry, unforgiving, intolerant world. Yeah? I love personal development. I'm a happy-go-lucky person, but it's up to me to teach you the reality of the situation. There are people out there that if you send them a DM that's unsolicited, they will despise you more than the worst criminals out there. If you say, right, okay, that girl sent me that unsolicited message for that company, and there's a really, really bad criminal. Who do you want to get rid of? It won't be the really bad criminal, it'd be you. Right? Because that's how people are. Because the reality is people don't really care about things that don't affect them. That's the reality. But you do something simple like send them a DM that's unsolicited. It's like a knife through the heart. It's like saying you ain't special. You're just like everybody else. You're just like every other person I've just spammed. You're nothing. You're not special. And I'm not going to give you the choice as to whether you receive that message or not. All right? So sleep on that thought. As always, I really appreciate you guys coming out tonight to come and get some knowledge. I love you lots and lots and lots. I can't wait to see you all again soon. 2 weeks' time, I will be back with more awesome training for you guys. So take care, good night, God bless, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.